The St. Joseph NewsPress is remembering a manager who was instrumental in news operations for decades, the newspaper operations for decades. Bob Lindsay died over the weekend at age 81, and on a personal note, he was also my great uncle. So I got the chance to take a look back at his life. In a time where newspapers were virtually the only source of news, way before television or internet were ever common in households, Bob Lindsay would wake up hours before dawn as a paper carrier. His career from there soared.
Guy started with nothing, and really nobody gave him anything. Bob was a paper boy, came to work as a press man, wound up being one of the top people in the company.
That career would span 53 years at the St. Joseph NewsPress. Bob Slater was a lifelong friend. The two met in grade school, and they eventually worked for years together in different departments at the paper.
Bob cared. He cared about people, he cared about his church, cared about his family, cared about his community. Bob was if somebody needed something done, Bob was available, he'd be willing to do it. Bob was very much a people person. He was committed to helping others.
It was almost second nature. He never really thought twice.
A key part of Bob Lindsay's personality was loyalty, something evident even in the basement of his home, which is like a museum. Pictures of old articles, pieces of the production facility. The bar was even constructed from the crates when new equipment was shipped in.
No, I guess just the idea, hey, this is my life, and you know, just like people accumulate baseball cards or comic books or things like that, Bob's life was built around work. Bob's a man of family, faith, job.
His wife Gertrude passed away over the summer, and as Slater remembers his friend, he hopes that highly spoken of work ethic, that loyalty, and that devotion to family is what people will remember most.
A lot of great memories. You know, we look back at the good times and had a lot of good times with Bob. A lot of good memories, a lot of laughs we shared.
And Bob Lindsay's funeral is later this morning. Dave and Hank Bradley released a statement saying, quote, Bob worked his way up from pressman to a key executive for the NewsPress over 4 decades. He specialized in bringing cutting-edge technology for producing the paper. The newspaper enthusiasm and loyalty were a few of his fine qualities. As grim as it is, I mean, the chance to kind of hear from people like that in situations, and our family has gone through a lot of losses in that generation in the last year. My grandma in December, a lot of others throughout last year, and really now we've really realized just in the last year how important it is, and everybody it is, to really trace that family history you've got, because once it's gone, you've got pictures and you've got stories, but you really want to put that stuff together. Luckily, everybody knows enough of the story to get together and figure it out.
It's pretty cool to go through that history, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, and talking to people the past couple of days, it's been really fascinating.
Hey, we're talking about some cold